Yo, what is going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I am going to be going in depth on what Storm Surge is. I'm going to be explaining what it is, how to prepare for it, and when and how it kicks in. Tons of you guys have requested that I make a specific video on how to understand Storm Surge because games are getting more and more stacked as each season progresses. If you guys do not know, I do stream on my Twitch channel every Saturday and Sunday, so be sure to check out my schedule over there if you want to talk to me and ask me questions on how to improve. Anyways, I am going to be going over some very crucial information that you will not find anywhere else on YouTube, so be sure to sub with noties on if you want to see more of this content. Also, be sure to stick around until the end of the video so that you guys do not miss any important information on understanding Storm Surge. So first, I am going to explain exactly what Storm Surge is. So in a basic form, Storm Surge is a mechanic that identifies what the overall damage threshold is and who is above and who is below that damage threshold. Your place above or below the damage threshold is basically how much damage you have dealt and how much that compares to damage other opponents have dealt. For players below the damage threshold, when Storm Surge is active, it starts to deal 25 damage to a player's health and shields per tick. It damages your shield, by the way, and then it damages your health. Just to give some important information, Storm Surge kicks in if there is more than 70 players alive in zones 2 and 3, if there is more than 50 players alive in zones 4 and 5, and if there is more than 30 players alive in zones 6, 7, 8, and 9. And the way that Storm Surge starts and is put into effect is in two ways. To start, there will be a warning for Storm Surge one zone before Storm Surge is active. The warning will let you know how much damage you are above or below the threshold and if you need to worry about it. You will only need to worry about it if you are below the threshold, or if you are decently close to being below the threshold. When Storm Surge is actually put into effect, a message will pop up saying Storm Surge active, and this is when the lowest damage players in the lobby will start taking 25 damage. There are two ways to stay away from Storm Surge damage. Either players need to get eliminated so that the certain amount of players for each zone that I specified before is reached, or you need to deal damage to players so that you get above the damage threshold. Now I am going to go over how to prepare for Storm Surge early on with some great tips. These tips are going to be exactly what the pros do to prepare for Storm Surge. One of the best ways to prepare for Storm Surge is to plan out your early game and have a set route ready for where you land and who you try and shoot with an assault rifle or other long-range gun. Even the smallest amount of damage can really help you with gathering damage for Storm Surge. It is really important that you try and get the most damage that you can even get in a game mode, especially in a team game mode. For those of you that do not know, it is more difficult to get Storm Surge damage in team game modes because there are more people. So in game modes like duos or trios, try to designate one of the team members to look for surge tags, because if you don't have surge as a team, then the likeliness of you dying increases by a lot. Also, if you have somebody knocked, the knock damage that you deal to them to fully kill them after you knock them also counts for Storm Surge. So be sure to aim right for their head and try to get that sweet 220 pump to get a bunch of Storm Surge damage. And when you are under the influence of Surge, try not to W key like a maniac. Rather, try to position you or your team so that you have a better line of sight on teams that you can attempt to tag to get above that damage threshold. Your IGL should also try to keep your team's mentality in check while you are under Surge damage, because it is very important that you stay calm while in tense situations like these. Lastly, I am going to be going in depth on how you guys should practice various Storm Surge lobbies and get practice with it. Contrary to popular belief, Storm Surge can actually occur in any lobby. As long as the amount of players that I mentioned before are alive, it is fairly difficult for Storm Surge to pop up. It is very uncommon that Storm Surge will happen in public match lobbies or in arena games, but if you are playing a scrim or a stacked tournament, it is likely that Storm Surge will pop up. In terms of ways to practice for Storm Surge lobbies, some of the best ways include playing scrims, attempting to play a stacked arena lobby with friends, and doing various practice tournaments from various organizations in scrim discords. But as is the case with almost all competitive aspects of esports, you need to gain experience. Once again, the reason that players like Zate and Bizzle are such good IGLs is because they have played the game for such a long time. This is applicable to anything you do. As an example, no pro football player started playing football 1 year before they got drafted into the NFL. They have all played for a very long period of time, so just be sure to scrim, practice effectively, and play a lot so that you can gain a ton of experience. Alright guys, that is the full guide on understanding Storm Surge in this brand new season of Fortnite. If you did find this helpful, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel for more. Be sure to check out my Twitch, my Twitter, and my Discord. There is a link in the description. If you guys do like this type of content, be sure to leave a comment letting me know, but other than that, that's about it. Be sure to like and sub, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.